Yo, dude, tell me if you hear me well, alright? Tell me if you hear me well, alright? Oh, you can hear good? Alright. Yeah, my mic is pretty low. Alright, I'm just fixing some more things. Yeah, I don't know. I have my mic at like the highest volume, so I can't really do anything about that. No, I'm not gonna join voice chat. I like being alone. Alright, so I haven't got centillions yet, so I guess I gotta do that. God, I love loading in Miner 7. I don't know if the stream is kinda laggy or not. I hope it's not because, well, I play MH on lowest graphics just to make sure. I mean, this part might be pretty laggy, but eh. He's not gonna join. This is not my VIP server, but a server of a pretty inactive guy. So yeah, that's not happening. Alright, if the game lags slightly, that's because I'm alt-tabbing and checking some shit. So excuse if that happens. I don't want to join Sky server now because if I would, I would just, you destroy the stream probably. It would lag a lot. I mean, this is going to be a fiesta when I get my ores in here. Yeah, it's only once a day. And looking at mine, I only have 9 so far, so I gotta get the 10th one. Well, look, if I do this Baron loop thing, or well, this Hydra with the Spook Baron, the easier way is to go with Nebula, but it doesn't have to be with Nebula. I can show you how you can work this around without the Nebula. It's kinda risky, but it works. I'll just do it when this is finished. This is like just these are just like two test layouts I have, like pretty pleb layouts I do not use anymore. I kind of just mixed this blaster loop plus the other layout, which was the one that I originally had a lot of items placed in, so I just edit that a bit every single time, and it's probably guaranteed centilines. I mean, stuff can happen, of course, but usually no. I kind of hate this, that the ores just fly from top, but it's whatever. Alright, I think that's okay. So what you could do here is like once you have, let's say, not that few ores, but like 10, you remove like one side from here. Those are actually pretty bad values. You get like a controlled gate, or you get the spooky gate. This one. You place it down, and from the other side, right here, you extend this, and you place, let's say, orange teleporters here. And you cover it off from the sides as well, so it's like a chamber, again, but a bigger one. And from this side, you place like a dragon blaster, so when the ores hit it, you know, the dragon blaster has a smaller upgrade part, so it needs a thinner wall. So it just hits it, and the ores explode, they get sent to the teleporter, and you can do it that way. However, you cannot throw the ores off the base because you have like no way of getting them up, so it's a way you can do it. I guess you can just withdraw the rest of the setup, keep like an ore gate here, and that will work. But yeah, that's a pretty simple way of doing it. So, should I shout that I'm streaming, or should I just stay silent and keep this like a pretty private stream? You decide. Oh yeah, I wanted to edit this. Shout no balls. I will get like destroyed if I do that. I hope you realize that. But do you think the Centillions will clickbait? That would be epic. Wait, I'm also sorry for like no background music. I don't know, or sounds or anything, but I really can't be asked to do that because this is gonna be pretty short. I don't want to have like you know, a lot of time spent just trying to set up the stream and then nothing. I just want to try if this works. So it seems like it does, and then I don't know if I have time. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to do that. Hmm. All right. So, oh yeah, I got lost. I wanted to do this. So this upgrader, I don't trust this. I don't trust the Transylvanian. I actually in this one I'm not. I could, but I'm not. I don't need it. But I don't trust this upgrader, so I guess I could replace this one with a gravitational. I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So I may want to do that. But what I do usually, since I don't trust this, dude, Kirito, I'm not gonna set it up now. I can't be asked. All right, I'll do it tomorrow. This is just like a test to see if I can handle this, or if my internet can handle this, because I'm finally above 1 megabit per second upload, you know? So, I don't trust this upgrader, once again. So I always remove it when I get like centillions that I put like 3 ancient conveyors here, pretty much. And then I edit this stupid part. This is like the most RNG part ever. This is slippery ores, just, they can just go on the side of the steamer. Alright, whatever, so. Mm, yeah. Um, I guess I can do this, even though this is probably even riskier than that. It's worth it. Alright, like walls here, I guess. I have a cannon. I have a cannon right here. Do not worry, man. Alright, what else is like very risky? Nothing, I guess. Oh yeah, I also used the haunted house, which is very good now. Unlike the Halloween update where it was a terrible Schrodinger. I think that's it. Alright, this is not a painful setup. What a cool flex, Atrax. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot about something. These ion fields are also a thing that I cannot trust with like 0 ores. No, Rook, the Tsar Bomba is not gonna stop it. I have calculated things. You gotta trust in me. See, it works. Perfect. This is how you save space. You put Tsar Bomba in a Empyrean. Yeah. Thanks for the shout, man. Oh yeah. So what did I want to do? Uh, I don't know if this was spoiled yet, but I need one more of this, and I need one more of this. For a good reason. Oh, and I need 4 of these for the evolution, I guess. Okay, let me kill my horse with my pulsar. Oh yeah, look, I have 15 pizza blasters. That's more than I could have ever dreamed of. This is actually pretty poor money. Like, honestly, I don't think this is gonna work out. This is probably gonna be a fail. Like, this always takes you like 2 tries or something. I honestly don't know. Alright, so these are actually pretty bad ores. I gotta redo this. I don't want to save this layout though, so I always rebuild it. I don't know why, but it's fun. Your show was too good. Thanks, Vortex, Rook, and Atrix. That was Pog. This is not my main. This is like I had these two test setups that turned out to be really bad, but I have no real purpose of the layouts, so I just kept them. Turns out they can make pretty decent money, so I just stay with it, and it actually works as a Centillion setup. As you can see, I mean, I'm not that far off, and I'm not even using the hydraulics. I'm just like, no. You're assuming pretty well that my game is dead. Indeed. I currently have no intention of updating it because, Miner's Haven. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to check if I have, like, the rest of the stuff ready for the enchant here, because I still don't have the Devourer. Mm. Oh yeah, so I gotta evolve one of these each again. I guess I'll do that. Now it's 7. Uh, Beans Boy, I guess you have this turned off in your settings. The life skipping. You gotta turn it on so you can skip lives. Yeah, no, Catalan is trying to catch up. I do not have the time to play a lot. Oh yeah, this sword is worth centillions. Uh, I don't have a lot of time to play, so I just play it every day for like a bit. Then I play Counter Strike with my friend. Uh, Rocket League. I don't know. I don't focus my whole life on Miner 7. All right. See, that was easy. What's my favorite upgrader? Ghost of Christmas Past. Yeah, I don't actually take Centillions as a challenge. I mean, hence the everyday spam. Or at least it used to be like that. I don't know when we want to do another one. Maybe at the weekend? Oh yeah, let me do something. All right, so I put a Discord invite in the description if you're interested in joining. Okay, so I gotta get to Fright Evo next. I don't even know what else I gotta do. I guess it's just getting the abominations and the black dwarfs and the crystallized systems. I mean, I don't even have any hope for the ore memer. What furnace do I use? I use the ancient magic and then I teleport it into a sage justice with 4 hydras around because it's pretty good. But there's a lot of good furnaces you can do. Tyrant's Forge, for example. How effective Sage with Hydras? It depends on how many Hydras it hits. If it hits all four, it should be around 30 billion. So yeah, it's the best by far. Four Hydras cheap. You bet. I have quite a few Dragon Blasters that I could actually turn into Hydra, but I'm not planning on doing that. Yeah, it's pretty much 91.5 or 91 to the power of 4 times whatever furnace you want to use. You could really use everything. Like any furnace that is like working on ores with upgrade tags, you could just it has like walls on site. So say Justice is actually a perfect fit. Volcano used to be better, but it got fixed or the furnace part got moved to the top, so that doesn't work anymore. But pretty much if you have a walled furnace, it's very easy. I can just take a look if I can. I mean, you could probably use the blind justice. I don't know if that works. Or swift. No idea. I mean, you obviously won't use the Undertaker. That's not a good furnace. Uh, I don't know if no, this one wouldn't work. It has two big sides. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really that many furnaces actually. I guess I don't know if they fixed Santa's chimney, but if they didn't, I feel like this would be a pretty good furnace. Or I mean, if they did fix it, this would be a pretty good furnace, depending on the stats. Because before it used to be okay-ish. I don't know. Last time it worked was like 3 years ago. But other than that, I don't know. I know Sakura Falls is getting a buff next update, which is gonna make the furnace a very good item. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in the setup. What happened to Xevic? He's just he's on Discord. I don't know. He doesn't play Minor 7 anymore. All right. Oh, 7777. I really think I could shorten this setup. It's like it's just too long for no good reason. Do you have any tips for a person only at early trillions? Have you sacrificed or no? Alright, I do not recommend Book of Knowledge for anyone, honestly. Because that thing just wastes your layouts, and you could pretty much get the same outcome or like 2.5 times less money with a Fright Evo, which takes less space. It's pretty easy to get, I think. I don't know. I got it at like 3,000 on Utopia, and yeah, it's way better furnace. And if not that, you can use Aura Borealis, also a very good furnace if you have the Angel's Blessing enchant, which I think you should. Um, and Tyrant's Forge also, but I don't think you'll be getting that earlier than Fright Evo. Centillions with no exotics, I think it's possible. And if you're like no sacrifice first life, all right. So since you can't buy like the, the crate items that they used to be anymore, um, I think you should. I think a big help for you would be checking out the Wikia and stats of some upgraders. For example, there are loopable upgraders to a certain value, such as Precision Refiner, Digital Ore Cleaner, or Freon Blast Upgrader, which get your ore to a pretty high value. And after that, it's all about just reading the stats of all the items, like all the upgraders you can use. And if they have like no cap and they upgrade, like they multiply your ore by a certain amount, you can just fit it after the loop. And I think that will get you pretty far. It's just about knowing the stats of the items and knowing how uh, you gotta use them. It's not really difficult. But I like the fact that they made first lives harder than they were before. I don't know how Tyrant's Forge works if you want to like, fuel it. I've never actually used it. What furnace I'm using? Ancient Magic with Sage and Hydrus. How do you set up a Painite mine? Alright, I don't really recommend if you're gonna do like later on if you have high trillions, you can pretty much place like 40 or so Freons, so you don't have to loop them, so it's automatic. For that instance, I do not recommend getting more than 2 Painites in your setup, maybe even only one, but I think this is pretty fine. If you're gonna use 4, you can just fit it like this, but that is way too many ores since the drop rate is 1 ore per second. So you just use it like this, put a teleporter below, and just, yes. Look, you can do this. If you don't have a reversible, I will show you when I rebirth. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's either with the reversibles, or you can just have a loop with like a sender, a receiver, and the upgrader between them. And if you want to release the ores, it's not gonna go automatically, but you place another receiver of the same color somewhere else, and the ores will randomly decide where they want to go. If they want to go to the loop again, or if they want to go to the other bars. And if there's very few ores in the loop, I think you can sacrifice them and just, kill them. Unfortunately, if they fall off and you remove the receiver. But I will show you. I think this is a pretty bad rebirth actually. Wow, this is a nog. Never mind. I got it. So let's say I get a breach loader. I get, I don't know, this. Okay. Furnace. I get like, I honestly don't know why I bought these, but whatever. So let's say you get, like, you want to loop something. What is a loopable thing? I really don't. Alright, let's say that you're looping Spook Lord. I don't know why you would do this. You're not gonna loop Spook Lord ever. Alright, so you get your ores in here. That's actually alright. And you have like rest of your setup here. Let's say you have like a furnace. And you have ores in here. You don't know how to get them. You don't have a reversible conveyor. Simple thing. You place another one here. I don't know. Wait, there's less ores. Remove it. Easy. Where ores still catch on fire. I think sometimes the ores can randomly catch on fire, but I think they extinguish themselves. I don't know. It it works for me, at least. I know Blue Supergiant has problems when you even put a Symmetrite ore through it, like it gets set on fire and it just burns. I don't know why that happens, if it's intended or not, but I I got baited by that really hard. I don't know why that happens. What mine do you use? Because it can be in the Symmetrium or Symmetrite or whatever. And which upgrader or which star are you looping? Or whatever. Jesus Christ, that was laggy there. Use Gark. Oh well, I don't really like ever use Gark, so I can't really help you with that. But I don't know. It may just be an issue with like a blue supergiant or something, because that thing seems to have some issues. I don't start loop for Centillion to use Voice Star. Oh, okay. So they burn up at like which upgrader? Since you don't loop stars. Oh, you're going for Centillion. Sorry, I see. Just you just gotta realize that when you're going for extremely high money, your setup just needs to break because you can never have a perfect. You can never have something like that actually needs effort instantly finished first try. That's just that's how the laws are. You always gotta fail like a trillion times before you succeed. Oh yeah, does any of you have like hopes that or Memer even is in the game? Because like I'm starting to wonder. I mean, I know that it was placed and things, but I think I have like the slightest chance that there may be a problem in the script. What are you gonna substitute the blaster with? I don't know why they are. Oh, it could be because you removed the Freon actually. That may be the reason why. Because if you remove the Freon, the effect is instantly gone. Like all the effects of it are removed, except the slipperiness, which is like the one you want to be the gone the most. But no, yeah, that's probably the only reason how it can happen. The other way, I just don't know. Spook Baron good for his star loops. Uh, I mean I used it for the Centillion setup, but that's a sketchy layout right there. I do not suggest you building that, even though it's effective. No. I mean, I guess you could use it, but I don't know. I just don't like the slow drop rate of the Baron. I prefer um either fast dropping mine or well the mine you want to loop with has to be fast dropping if you want to have like a very quick loop like under a minute. So that's why I actually switched from Symmetrite, which dropped extremely slow, to Draconic Glass because it's automatic. I don't need to withdraw it. It's there, 100 ores in like 20 seconds. Even the Gargantuan can't keep up. And hello, I baited. If you try Baron, they just offling out. I don't. Baron is like pretty decent. I don't know. I used it with Cauldron to get higher ore value. I don't think that actually affects its heaviness. But if you use like Molten Forge and Freon, it's fine. But you have to put like if you do the chamber, you have to put a hydraulic conveyor on top. But the ores still can actually fly and get like glitched out of the chamber through the conveyor. So it's not that stable, but it works. If you put like 120 to 170 ores, you can get a pretty good outcome, usually around QQG and T. So that's around E153. So that's a good outcome if you have a lot of upgraders, including exotics. I think you can easily get centillions with that. If not, then you just gotta rely on luck and hope you get like 3, 4 plus suffixes. Yeah, Draconic Glass is really good. I love the mine. I mean, Spook Bear is not bad for star loops, but it's just that I prefer Draconic Glass because it's easier or it's faster to get the ores in the loop. I don't see any other mine that could substitute with it. Like the size, you don't have to remove it afterwards because it's manual. You know, I don't have any issue with that mine. It has a pretty good base value as well, like quintillions. I can't complain. I could honestly get more, which would make it even faster. Yeah, I mean, I have 116, so that's fine. Uh, Early lives 1 to 50 recommend to speed up the process. Okay, so it really depends on what items you get. The best would be if. Hold on, let me just do it like this. So, the best would be if you have a Tesla. I hope you do actually. If not, then that's a big rip. Uh, I think you should have a quantum ore cleaner, illuminator, lightning bolt. This item is extremely rigged. Uh, a few big bad blasters and Schrodinger's maybe. I don't know. If you're lucky, you get this. If you're lucky, you get the Scorching Key, which is like 30, except I can't find it. This maybe. So a few upgraders for me boarding. That can help you out get quintillions slash low sextillions. And if you're there, unless you can make like a fully sextillion setup, fully automatic sextillion setup, without like extreme shenanigans. You get like low sextillions, go to this furnace shop, and you buy the cell particleizer, and you use like a industrial fire crystal or ionium or whatever you have, and that can carry you to pretty much 100-ish, 150 lives, I guess. That can do it. Pretty much, if you're life 100, I think you can have automatic setups, or maybe requiring a few shop items, and you can have like a 2-line, 3-line reborn setup. But first 100 or 200 lives, I think you should just grind the items. So you have the upgraders, you have the mine, you have a few blasters, so your life is a bit easier. And then when you are confident you have a lot of items, you should just rush to sacrifice. Get there as soon as possible because there's nothing you can miss on pre-sacrifice. Same thing for first sacrifice, so nothing special really there. I think you just gotta push for the second sacrifice, you know. Uh, do I use create items for centillions? Yes, only a few though. I try to avoid as many useless upgraders or annoying upgraders as I can. Just trying to make it like as short as possible. Because I'm with like the exotics that I have, I can overkill it. I know not everyone can. Most of players can't, but yeah. Uh, Garg plus that compressor is pretty sweet, so I can use Spook Baron and the shielded conveyor with that compressor. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. I have never tried using Gargantuan with the compressor. I don't know how or it can actually work in the star loop if it's that heavy, but I guess it doesn't, but that's fine. Uh, is there something that is very good to loop through currently using any toad? Depends what you're looping. I don't know if you're blaster looping. That's a pretty meh way of getting rebirths on early lives because it takes some time. It's pretty manual. I don't like it, but it works. But yeah, Newtonium is very good. If you have Newtonium at early lives, it's a really good mine to have because it just gives you that basic billions. And if you look in the shop, you have pretty good upgraders in bit like less than a billion. You can buy these. These are times 4. This is times 4. This is like you can use it like 4 times. This if you use it at the start. I don't know what life requirements are on these, but they're pretty low. I guess this one is like life 50 or something. This is also times 2. This is trash. This works. It's all like 5 million or something. It's like less than 1 ore and you can already buy like 100 of them. Yeah, sacrificial cell. No, I don't know. Only if you have industrial fire crystal and you're like life 2. That thing can carry you to quadrillions to build your rebirth setup. So I guess in that case it's a very good cell. But in other instances I don't see you using that, to be honest. If you get Nature's Grip is automatically better, so that's fine. Pirate Loot is not better than Sacrificial, but if you use Pirate Loot after you rebirth, I think you can get instant billions or something, so that is pretty good. Plus, if you mix it with the Industrial Rainbow Mine, it's instant trillions, I believe. So that's pretty good, but yeah. Let's get a Thingamajig. Yeah, if you get a Thingamajig, that's a win and a half right there. That's a GG if you do that. Currently just run Newtonium through a lot of Freon. Then when those max out, it runs into my rewards in my second pass. So I don't know about the way Freons work now, because I remember it was like a year or 2 ago, Bereza made a stream where he changed these upgraders. He said that these upgraders can loop up infinitely, apparently, I don't know, but the higher ore value, the smaller the upgrade. So eventually there is a cap, but um, I really don't know how this works. So I compare the Freons, compare the Newtonium ore with Freons and the or Newtonium ore without Freons, and see if the outcome is like a big difference. If it's not, then you can just remove them. Indeed, the Undertaker is way better. I actually haven't checked Masked Man for a long time, except the Baron in the event. Like, I really do not care. So I don't even know if he still sells it. But what I do know is that I got 10,000 shards. Exactly, actually. It doesn't really matter if you are or if you're not using um loops because look, if you can reborn with it and it's faster than using a loop, go for it. It's just about having a I don't know. Some people prefer like quicker rebirths but less comfortable. Some people prefer going slower, having a comfortable life. You know. So it's just all about your comfort and whatever. If it works, it works. It's good. Hey, my ores are acting up a bit in that loop. Alright, let's test my terrible box luck. Yay. I don't even know if the winter exotics are still here. Or the pre-winter exotics. Or something. I don't even know why these are here. Like, they don't even represent a special event. You do get cash while you're gone, but the cash while you're gone script is, I don't know. I mean, it can be useful for first lives, maybe. I don't know how it works. I never really used it because I was already a pretty high life back when he added it in 2017. So I guess on the first lives, if you go like, if you leave in the evening and you come back in the morning, I think you need to have like a cash income like over here at the top. Uh, if you don't have that there, I think it's not gonna work. But yeah, it gives you pretty decent money. I guess you can wake up in the morning and probably have like, I don't know, 100 times more than you have. I don't really know how it works, so I can't really tell you. But indeed, it exists. Yeah, most of the reborn upgraders can only be used once, but I guess you could just place like all of them in like a line. If you're not making enough, you go to the shop, you look at some upgraders you have unlocked, you place those in the line, and then you just like put Tesla and repeat it, and then into a furnace, and that works. That's pretty decent. Goliath is way too overpowered. I don't think so. It's pretty big. I honestly hate using it. I would have preferred something smaller, but I mean, times 20, it's okay. If you have the space for it, it's okay. I feel like this item is really good, the Brimstone Spires, considering it can be times 75 for such a space. I mean, not better than the True Overlord, or the Tractors, or the Angel's Blessing, but still very good. That's pretty good having duplicate Great Pumpkins, isn't it? But yeah, when I played on the testing server, I actually had no life skipped until life 100. And when I was life 100, I was like, let's try to build a setup with no shop items, see how it goes. And it worked. It worked. It made a lot of money. If I placed everything, I could actually skip a life. I mean, I included the spookler, which is no longer obtainable. I don't think you have it, but it still can work out pretty well. And you don't even need to have. It's just about having the basic upgraders. I think that's the case. If you get them by like life 100, all of them. I even had a Quantum Evo at 100, so after that it's actually pretty easy. But it gets boring if you're like repeating the same setup a million times. What the? Okay. Stardust upgrade stack. They stack if you use a Tesla, I guess. I haven't really asked, like, I use it once, because if I nebula my horse out of the loop, the Stardust works as well, so I was just like, why not, you know? Won't use it again, because I would have to remove my nebula, and I don't want to do that. That is, it's too far away for me. Too manual for me. You could put two down and they would both upgrade. I haven't heard that. I haven't tested that. Maybe. Uh, Ethereal. You can use one Quantum Ore Cleaner, and if you put a Tesla resetter, it kills all upgrade tags. And after it, you can use it once again. That's the only way you can do it. You can't use two in a row without a Tesla resetter. What happens if you don't have some of the exotic and Evo Hades and new enchant? What do you mean? Like, are you trying to like build this setup or something? Because I haven't built this like for everyone, okay? If I had to make a setup that would be used for everyone, I would avoid using exotics, and I mean, I would use vintages like the stratospheric, but I wouldn't use limited time upgraders. And I probably would make like a solution for if you don't have certain item, let's say the Zarbomba. I don't think many people have two of them. I could get a third, but that would be an overkill. So yeah, Ethereal. This is the way this setup works is that the auras just go through. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's automated, so you don't have to change like the teleporter. Because I can't fit this same setup 4 times in a row, or 3. So the auras go through the Tesla, they replicate. These auras they just go together. You ignore them. These replicated auras they go through the start. Oh, when they get here, they do not get replicated because the Tesla does not reset their tag anymore. It only resets once. So they go here, they get replicated. You ignore these ores. The replicated ores, they go all the way here. They do not get replicated again because they already used the Tesla tag, they already used the final upgrader tag, and they go to the furnace. So it's like you're using the same setup 3 times, but you're only placing the setup once. I think Centillions could be possible without Czar. Uh, I think so, yeah. It's just that every upgrader that you add is making it so much easier. And yes, Devourer of Nightmares is absolute garbage. I don't even want to get it, but I'll just get it because of like it's a collectible, alright? I want to have every enchant. But I'm definitely not sacrificing my Brimstone for it, and I only have one Hades. Yeah, if I had to, hold on, rate the enchants. Let's see. Alright, so garbage, good, decent, shit, garbage, good, and yeah. I feel like Devourer is even worse than Book of Knowledge, and that is actually impressive because I absolutely hate the Book of Knowledge. Empyrean is good, alright? I said it's good. Empyrean is very good. Even if it's on the ground, times 56, if you can afford it, definitely go for it. Angel's Best Enchant? I think so. It's if portable. I mean, if a times 150 portable is pretty good. Plus the new stat of it, giving sparkles to ore is actually really good because pretty much makes your ore a pretty good furnace, unlike you know before. But if you look in the game's badges, you see there's a new one. You see that there's a void badge, and I think you know that that is a new enchant that's coming, the void drive. So I am having I'm having high stakes on this item. I feel like this is going to be the best upgrader in the game. I've seen the cost, and yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope so, at least. I better not get disappointed because it's pretty large. Void is gonna be hard to get. Indeed. The cost, I've seen it, as I said, and let me just look it up again. Alright, so looking at the cost, there's one item nobody has. But yeah, this is a pretty damn tough item to get. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't have like 4 out of 9 items in the cost. Which is like half of the items I'm missing, which is like no, it's not Ormemer. But yeah, it has a very expensive price. It's really good though, hopefully. Star Loops or Void Drive for Centillion. It depends on how many upgraders you have. If you have a lot of exotics, it's easier with a Void Star. It just depends on um okay, so let's say if you were gonna loop with Draconic Glass or yeah. No, let's just take it from another perspective. Let's say you have Gargantuan Mine and you wanna go get Centillions. The difference between the Gargantuan's base value, if you do it times 15 with a Cauldron and times 1400 uh, with... Actually, no, let's not use that. So let's say it's 150 sextillion. You make it 1 septillion, you round it up for a better calculation. You find out that the difference between 1 septillion and 1 NVG, which is the blue supergiant cap, is 1 DVG. And you need to get more than that from one loop of your upgraders. If you get more than that, it's better to use Void Star. If not, you should stick with a blue supergiant. That's pretty much how you figure out how everything is, how you can get money the easier way. But if you're gonna go for rebirthing, let's say, and you have a lot of blue supergiants, even if it's better to use a Void Star multiplier wise, you can't reach this value that high, so it's faster, so it's better, I guess. What did I vote in the poll? I put Snow Globe because I only have one. I have the rest of the upgraders, so I just went for the Snow Globe. But if I had to be like serious, what I would go for if I didn't have any of the exotics, I think Ghost of the Christmas Past because of the look and how useful it is. This is a fail rebirth. Uh, or what else was there? This is a good value. No. Right, whatever. So, exotic. Definitely either the Ghost of Christmas Past or Gingerbread House. Not the Festive Spirit because it's too big and it's only times 2. Maybe the Winter Heart actually. That's times 4, but it's slightly larger than the Gingerbread. I don't know how the Santa's chimney works, if it's even fixed. I mean, they changed the hitbox, so it may be fixed. Oh, Permafrost. I dislike this upgrader. Uh, this is good actually. This is also good. This is decent if you have all of them. Other than that, no. But I'm excited for these 5 presents. I just withdrew it trying to test it. Oh yeah, this is... I guess this is okay. This is a very old school exotic. Like, it's nice, even though it has pointlessly large hitbox. I wouldn't vote for that one. Alright, so this should work normally. Nice. Good furnace. Yeah, vote for Santa's chimney. My first exotic was this one. Also, I don't get why people buy like premium or executive today or even like a week ago when I don't know if they're not aware that there's Black Friday tomorrow. How good is Visterion? Yeah, if you have it, I guess you can use it. It starts at times 3, and for every Visterion, it increases by times 1, so it's like times 8 max. I guess you have a full if you have a full server of Visterions, it's pretty good, but if you don't need to use it, don't use it because it's big. It takes a lot of space. I think that's how you can rate it pretty much. What about your question with teleport? Uh, I like didn't see it. A lot of ore keeps falling off when I go from teleport receiver into center conveyor. For teleport. What do you mean falling off? I don't understand. Best upgrader. So if I had to go by multiplier, it would be Zarbomba, ignoring the effects. Uh, if I had to go by looping, Blue Super Giant. If I had to go by the space used, Portable Tractor, because it takes no space, but it's a shop item, so that is a bad part. You need like 12 septillion to buy it, so you need some pretty good mine. And if not that, Angel's Blessing, because it's portable and it takes no space and it's times 150. But I think I will change that after the update drops, since there's gonna be some new content. There's a corner where ore keeps falling off. Oh, so if you place like a teleporter and you put like the convey the centering to the side, I'm assuming. I don't know, just wall it off. The portable tractor is 50% 15 times together. It's like 440 or something. I don't know. It's really good, and you're not taking any space. Or 670. I don't really remember the multiplier. It's good though. If you can buy it instantly in your setup, absolutely worth it. But yeah, how's my day going? It's pretty good, but I'm very tired. I've had a long days of workshops. That's cool. How about you, Digger? Capitalist event. Yes, we're getting money here. Hmm. I don't. I really don't understand what you mean. If you're in the Discord, send a picture. All right. If you're in the Discord, if my in my Discord, send a picture. I'll look at it. Yeah, my rebirth price is max for like 10,000 lives already. It doesn't go up. Actually, oh, you don't have Discord? You have Steam? Hmm. I'm offline on Steam at the moment. Send me your profile. I'll add you. Will it ever raise the max rebirth price? I think they will. I think they will. That's why I wanna stop rebirthing. If there's no point, currently I have a point, but if there's no point for me to rebirth, I will stop because I do not want to overkill it. If there's gonna be a price increase, and looking at how easy it is to get money, I'm expecting a price increase. That's what I wanted to look at. What would my theoretical rebirth price be right now? Let me just whip my calculator. So E200 actually. So it will be 382 QN SXGNTL. Yeah, I don't know. Centillion was the max rebirth price. Yeah, that's something I dislike. That would be pretty painful. Imagine like not being able to skip more than 2 lives or 3, whatever. Only 2 actually. How much? How many telemonsters? I have 10. Alright, I added you, Valshan. My understanding would be a different game if skipping wasn't added. Yeah, I mean, the concept of advanced reborns would be gone. Peak gameplay in 2016. Yep, that was a. I mean, that was a very good year for Miner 7. I feel like that was the best year in Miner 7 history. But I feel like if 2019 is gonna go the way of the end of 20, I mean, if 2020 is gonna go the way of end of 2019, which is like a lot of updates, a lot of new content, I feel like 2020 could triumph 2016. It will be hard because 2016 was long ago, and you always are like, oh, these old days, they were the best and everything. But I feel like if this is the direction, and if this is the speed they want to put out updates with, I feel like 2020 will be better than 2016. I just hope that they will not stop developing Miner 7 and start developing Miner 7 2, because I feel like Miner 7 2 would be the worst idea you can possibly do, because you start over, completely new concept, probably new game passes. People do not like to spend their money after they spent already so much on currency, on game passes, artifacts, everything. I don't feel like people will enjoy that. So I feel like if they stick to this game, remove the money limit, which I already explained to Foxy how to, well, Xevic did, and focus on this. I feel like they could bring this game into like extreme high amounts of money status, which would be pretty cool. Having like a money leaderboard, let's say, more competition. Yeah, I liked where this is going. I like the updates. You rebirthed over 800 times and still didn't get 2 black dwarfs. I feel you, dude. I couldn't get 1 black dwarf for like 3,000 rebirths. Same for Pizza Blaster. Why is it so hard to get centillions? Ah, it's just about having items, dude. If you Alright, so if you should, what you should do is make like a list of all the items you can use, get all their multipliers together, and calculate if all those multipliers would be enough to get you a centillion. If not, think of all the potential items you could add into that setup, and then do it. If you can't do it now, just do it a bit later. I don't know. You think they should do more instead of Queen Reapers to go for sacrifice? I don't know if it's a lot of stuff when you go for. It's a lot of scripting if you go for sacrifice, and it's like it doesn't change that much compared to rebirthing because you always are on that grind and you sacrifice, your boxes will be taken away, you restart over, and it's all the same items over and over. It's not anything new. That's why I feel like the idea of dimensions was the best thing that could have actually like happened to Miner 7, because think about it, if you can remove the money cap, which is a very important part of Miner 7's future in my eyes, if you can remove that cap and make it go infinitely high, you can add a lot of dimensions for, let's say you have a dimension for like sacrifice people, you have a dimension for second sacrifice, you have a dimension for third sacrifice, you have a dimension for, I don't know, like Z plus 10,000, Z plus 50,000, whatever. You have all these different kinds of dimensions. Each one is like getting harder and harder. You have some disadvantages in one, some disadvantages in other. You have unique items only in that certain dimension. It's way harder to rebirth or whatever in that dimension, and there are special items in that dimension you can only get there. But all of them transfer to your overworld save, which is gonna be like your main save. So I feel like this could have a lot of potential. I know it sounds ridiculous. You would have to do so much scripting for that, but the outcome of that, it would be just hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of hours of enjoyable gameplay, at least in my eyes. Uh, the champion infuser is not coming yet. It's coming in like 2020 or something. It's not coming this update nor the next update, so don't get too excited. The price on Wiki is not even the final price. It may be changed, and most likely will. Stars get changed. I don't know. I feel like this, like it's too easy to rebirth now. So as much as I like that, I don't have to struggle getting 16 skips in like 7 or 8 minutes, like I did before the Halloween update came out. Honestly, that was a struggle. Now it's like, oh, you get to 20 skips in like 3.5, 4 minutes, whatever, depending on how dedicated you are to rebirthing. And you can tell I really don't care. I'm just like chilling. I think I'll do a couple more rebirths and then I'll probably turn off the stream and I don't know, maybe watch a few videos or go to bed. I don't know if anyone else is streaming MH. Maybe I will go watch them instead. yeah, creeping close to 60,000 slowly but surely. At this point, it's all about just getting the requirements for a new enchant. Which obviously I cannot get. I don't have like 4 out of 9 items, as I said. Yeah, getting the new enchant is gonna be difficult. Also, what do you think they should change about the stars if you want them to be like nerfed or changed or whatever? I want to hear your opinion on that. Because really, there's been no one complaining about the stars or the super giant. Uh, which I feel like the super giant is actually really common. Like it's just you get it so often. I have 32. Yeah, that's only a few rebirths. Skip 20 lives to reburn quickly if you're S plus 9,000. I don't know if it's even worth skipping more than rebirthing quickly at 9,000. I feel like you should just go ahead for skips. So, if you're talking about getting an item for every E plus thing, the cap is 1.791 E308. So you will not really succeed with that. Make them scale on life. Hmm. Supergiant part non-collidable. I have to agree with you, Atrax, because that is one hell of an annoying thing. I really hate that. You want a star that goes up to TSDG? Don't you think that's too overpowered? Like, this is NVG and it's already super easy. If I had a TSDG star, I feel like if they're ever gonna add a blue supergiant Evo, just make it like 30 stars because it's too easy to get, alright? Even if you get 5, it's 150 stars. That will take you quite some time. I feel like Googleplex is a pretty big understatement for 2119 Minor Saving. I feel like that's a early 2020 content. But I mean, if you go back to 2017, the meta was using a Morning Star place glitched with a massive diamond mine. That was that was the most useful like thing about a massive diamond mine, that it could touch Morning Star, and you would just put a wild spur behind it, and you would have, what was the old cap? It was TVG or it was QNV. You would have QNV in like no time. Also, what do you guys think about the trading idea? Do you like it or are you against it? Because I'm curious what other guys think. No, very against it. You would like it, right? So spread, like the special collectibles will lose all its value. Um, I feel like you're right to an extent. Um, it just depends on how you want to implement the trading. I know you're gonna have like a thing you need to buy to make a trade, but really, how much is it gonna cost? And how much will that thing limit you from trading? Plus, the worst part about this is that, oh yeah, I need this one. There's, oh, I got 58k. So there's already, cause you could just quote on alt and trade the stuff over. well, you would have to grind because I'm sure this trading stuff will cost shards. So that's one thing. But I feel like there's been so many dupe glitches in the past. You could probably get over 1,000. There's like 1,000 plus of like 2015 or 2016 exotics, I'm pretty sure. So they will not be as common, I mean, as rare as they are now. And if you're gonna wipe out a few people's inventory just because you know they have it duped and others are getting away with it, that's just extremely unfair. So I feel like those items should not be tradable. I feel like if you're ever gonna implement a trading feature, make it for items that come out after the trading update. Either that or make like a market in like Mining Madness. I don't know how many of you guys played that game, but they have a pretty good market. Never seen a glitch with it. It works awesome, and yeah, it's pretty good. It lets people get currency easily, and they can just get a lot of Tunium in their case for pretty much playing. Don't have to pay to win. So it's a good way. I hate how they bring back the 2015 exotics. Your only special collectible is the Neon Gift. I'm pretty sure Neon Gift is obtainable from the festive box, but whatever. Uh, because this is coming for winter, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not gonna open it, but I'm pretty sure you can get every Christmas item from that box. Dark Magic or Sunken Past? Sunken Past. Should I get Electronic Furnace for my loop? Just use any like a good furnace, I guess. So look, Bart, if you have 2015 exotics, like the exotic rarity, when third sack comes, every exotic will be obtainable again, but with the stats of the current exotics. But the current exotics will be buffed, so you'll be in an advantage of having these old exotics, and this is the reason why I do not want trading to come back, because there's absolutely no reward when trading comes of being an old school player, because you can just get you can just yoink the items from others. Plus, every single game that has trading has a guaranteed dupe glitch, and I don't think this is like a thing that's gonna just miss Miner 7. There's definitely gonna be a dupe glitch. Like, I know there's gonna be punishments for it, but you're just you're just putting too much work, too much useless work for it. I think fifth Dubabuck is a big underestimation, because I think it was like 2015 alone that had like 10. So yeah, I think this can be like the 50th bug by now. Because in 2015 you could dupe items by literally anything. You could just withdraw them. You could like leave the server. You could go to a private island. You could lose connection. There was just so many ways you could dupe the items back in 2015. So yeah. Oh, you got your first Big Bad Buster at 150. I got my first Tesla at 72 and my first Newtonium at 51. And back then, these were the reborn items, alright? These were the reborn. Quantum Arc Cleaner, Frozen Justice, Massive Diamond Mine, Nature's Grip, Dreamer's Might, Dreamer's Fright, Tesla Resetter, Newtonium Mine, or Illuminator. That's it. Those were these items. Maybe not even the Illuminator. I don't know. Reborn, get sextillions with these. Without the Tesla, without the Newtonium. Get sextillions with these. I didn't even have the Fright or the Might, so only these four items. And from shop, this did not have the stats it has today. Um, this did not exist. This did not exist. This did not. This did not. This was usable. Um, none of these existed. Nope, none of these. This existed, but this was loopable. Uh, none of these. So you had to use the freons. The scanners were a thing. even this one was a thing. The Cursed Orb Purifier was a thing, and the Schrodinger. And the Orbitable. That's it. That's what you had to get Sextillions with. That's a struggle and a half. What's up, Finance? How you doing? And thanks, but yeah, I don't think I will stay there for very long. It depends how Cattle and Atrax want to play, or if they want to push even further. I don't know. Playing Minecraft, yeah, that's a good game. I understand. I play CS like most of the time when I'm home. I don't have a lot of time for Miner Saving. You know, grinding for global elite. Same for Rocket League. How do you activate electronic? I think that'll be like a drop button like I have here. Same thing should appear when you place it. People duping Bomba. Oh god. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. I mean, you can't trade Tsar Bomba, which is a good thing, but I don't know if it even works 4 times. Apparently it does. So, I could get the third Tsar Bomba, but I don't know if it's worth it. Apparently the radioactive chance is like 50%, so not risking those 3 ores that survive this. If it's 4 times, oh my god, that's even more overpowered. If it works 4 times, then you use it with like Tesla Final and Void Star, it's like 1.5 octillion times, which is self-explanatory. Bomba multiplier is times 50, but apparently it either works 3 times or 4 times. When Draydon comes out, essentially, yeah, I feel like Draydon is gonna work with Tesla. I'm pretty sure it does. It's just that it will probably be very hard to get. It was originally supposed to be a rarity zero point 0.1 reborn item, by the way. The ore memer was not supposed to be it, but yeah. And yes, I've seen the Draydon multiplier, don't worry. Not in Sky's channel. Uh, I think I was in the voice chat with Foxy on the test server when he showed me the item. It was back when the Halloween update was a thing, since the item has been in the game since Halloween. I don't really watch many videos of Miner 7. It's like sometimes I watch like a setup video, maybe I rate it or something, and yeah, I sometimes just turn and watch streams. Sometimes I watch like Cody's stream. I like his streams a lot. What is Draydon multiplier? It's not like an exact value. It's like Pirate Cove when it upgrades items, ores in an interval. That interval is like non-existent, so it's rapidly spamming the upgrades. And while that is happening, the ore cannot hit any upgraders. So it's like a ore illuminator X Pirate Cove upgrader thing, and it's really good. I feel like it's around a trillion multiplier or something. So yeah, it's extremely powerful. If you can reset it, that's the future. Yeah, you're right. That's something you would see in my game. Oof, that's few dollars only. That is bad or. Oh, that was actually pretty close. Whatever. Okay, yeah, another one. I just keep getting them. Alright, so I just want to see how many life skips I have. I think I should be over 51,000 by now. 52 actually. Alright, that's good. I made my Hydras. Yeah, it's too overpowered in there, sorry. That game was like for fun. I originally had the intention to make a very difficult Miner 7 as well, but you know, the update on MH came out and I really couldn't be asked because I prefer this and I think everyone does and I understand it. So yeah, I don't want to do any more rebirths for today. And yeah, since I'm gonna go soon, I'll end the stream here and I don't know. If you want to watch more Miner Haven, go check out Sky. I'm pretty sure he's live streaming now, so head over to his YouTube and yeah, see ya tomorrow. I may stream. I don't know.